Greetings everyone, Soulfang Dancer 98 here, ready with another cinematic storytelling of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Now, you've been with me since the beginning, hopefully, and I believe you're going to enjoy this next one. This one we're meeting the final members of the Grial Mercenaries, with Ike on his next mission. Only this time, it'll be with the senior members. How dangerous do these compare to his first few missions? Well, let's find out. The first of this part, Chapter 3, Pirates Aground. A basic port village is currently under attack by a pirate gang who's taken over the port, demanding gold, food, women, and of course, protection funds, if you would, alongside the gold demands. Interesting way to do business. As such, the chieftain of this village has decided to help out his people, grabbing the Grial mercenaries with whatever funds he could manage from the castle's funds for keeping the village apart. Well, afloat, I should say. As a result, the pirates have gotten wind of this, have cracked even harder down onto the village. Now they are preparing to leave, given they found out about the mercenaries coming, but they weren't expecting how fast they'd come. First, Gatry appears on the scene in his royal blue armor. With his helmet covering his face and a tower shield in his hand, he has his spear ready, looking at the village going, "Yeah, this is gonna be fun." Ike immediately looks at him going, "What do you mean, Gatry?" "You kidding me, Ike? These guys have got a good grip on the town. At least 15 pirate members I'm seeing. Quite a few of them with axes. Armor's gonna be getting quite a few dents and scratches on this one. You can take him though, right?" "Oh, no problem on that one. Yeah, it's just, spears aren't good for dealing with axes. They're better for dealing with swords at this point." Right, Oscar was mentioning that during a lesson. How technically he has more skill than Boyd, but Boyd has the better weapon to go against him. Mostly because swords usually glide or get stuck into spears more often for the shaft and such, than axes do being able to cleave through them. Fair point. Though, that doesn't mean I'm without my tricks to deal with axes, but I'm going to be leaving that up to you and to Tanya more. Oh, and Shinnen. Ike looks back to their next member. A grumpy-looking archer named Shinnen, looking at Ike just going, "What are you looking at?" You know I am Grial's son. I wouldn't mind just a bit of recognition for my skills." "Yeah, sure, kid. Listen, when you can deal a pinpoint blow between a man's eyes with a bow, you'll get my respect. Right now, you have my grudging attention." "For what? For how fast you survive without losing a limb?" Immediately Titania smacks him on the back of the head. "Shinnen! Not now. Ike needs guidance and experience. He doesn't need your condescending, cynical attitude." "I can do both." Smack! You had to use the gauntlet side of that, didn't you? Fine. I'll keep a good eye on the brat. Hey! Hey, you're only 16, kid. 15. Oh, good, even younger. Jeez. The things I put up with in this mercenary band. First is Ike. Well, technically first was Oscar when he came of age. Then came his annoying loud brother Boyd, and now Ike. You know, he doesn't seem to like me much. Gatry looks back at him, seeing Shinnen currently quietly arguing with Titania as Titania's trying to fix that attitude of his. To be fair, unless you show overwhelming skill and strength to him, he doesn't really respect anybody. The only ones he respects are myself, Titania, and the boss. Me, because I'm equal to him and I joined at the same time, showing I have experience. Titania, because she can easily smack him around and, if she needs to, break his bow between her knees. Oh, gotcha. I should say over the knee, but... And my dad? You kidding me? None of us have won a sparring match against him since the last time we managed to team up against him. And that was by the skin of our teeth. He had taken me out, nearly Titania out before Shinnen managed to knock him in the head with one of the blunt training arrows. Technically that was a kill hit, but still. Boss was only 3 inches away from cleaving his skull by the time the arrow met its mark. Dang. Was this review of weapons? I said practice stuff. So how do you wanna approach this? Well, Titania's in charge here. Titania. Yes. Shinnin finally breathed a sigh of relief of being let go of the ongoing scolding he was enduring. How do you wanna deal with these guys? I'm counting somewhere between 15, maybe 17 bandits in this place. That is going to be tricky. Archers? Looks like one of them, but there are a few hand axes out there they can throw at us. Swordsmen? Around 3 or 4. Axemen? Majority. No spear users? Not that I can see. Good. That means I can go all out. I can? Well, you haven't trained very much against spears yet. You're still learning from Oscar on how to fight them. True. And with Gatry being back after this mission, he can help give you a few pointers on fighting them too, especially against shield users. Yeah, trust me, Ike. You won't have anything to worry about with Oscar and I tutoring you. How'd I do with archers? Get them close and slash them. Shinnin, got something to say, boy? Not this time. As they prepare themselves, the pirates are currently going, "Come on, you scurvy dogs! Quickly, load up everything we need. With the mercenaries coming, this village no longer has a purpose for us. We gotta get on and moving and terrorize the next one. This place has been bled pretty much dry." Before Pegasus Knight comes flying over with beautiful red pinkish hair and red armor, going, "You rat! You seed-eating rat!" "Yeah? What you want, Marcia?" "You lied to me! You said that you wouldn't terrorize or hurt people, but you've been doing nothing but that the last few days." "Well, you thought we were good, honest swashbucklers?" "I thought you were good, honest seafarers. But you sent me on a mission to pick up a package for a few days, and I've come back and find out you've been terrorizing these people while I've been gone." "Your point being?" Immediately draws her lance at him. "My point being that I won't just stand by and let you terrorize them continuously. I'm putting my foot down." "Oh, really, lass? You and what army?" Immediately all of the other pirates brandish their weapons at her, readying their axes. Maybe I didn't think this through?" "Obviously not. Get her, lads!" Immediately all pirates on deck start coming at her, trying to swing at her, throwing hand axes at her, trying to slash at her. Marcia's trying to hold them off. And she's starting to realize her little error. She flies away on her Pegasus a bit, trying to gain some distance, letting the axes fly below her and splash into the ocean. I gotta try and make a good point on these guys. She immediately flies in, spear ready, as she comes in, fighting the pirates as they come at her. While the battle on the ship's going on, the pirates on the port. "Huh? You hear that fighting?" "Yeah. Think it's the last?" "Probably. Knowing her, she finally figured out that we ain't swashbucklers." "Yeah. What'd you think we were? Handsome, devilish gentlemen." "Oh, yeah. Or porters." "Oh, boy. Yeah, if only. Anyway, you want to go to the tavern real quick, grab one more pint before we sail?" "I don't see why not." As they go off, suddenly... What the? Looking behind him, Gatcher immediately comes in with his shield to the side, spear stabbing forward, and shunking the guy right in the gut. Ugh. "Sorry, no more beers for you, pal." Immediately pulling it out and slicing him across the face as he falls down dead. The next bandit. "You!" Suddenly, 2 arrows slam right into his neck and into his eyes, taking him out. The swordsman that was with the pirates. "Why, you!" Immediately trying to slash at Gatry. Gatry catches the blade with his shield as Ike darts around the side, coming in and slashing across the guy's undefended chest, causing him to fall down from his pain. Ike makes sure he doesn't suffer and stabs him into the heart, making sure he does not suffer from the wound. Ike's panting already, going, "That was the most brutal I've ever had to..." "Ike, behind me!" Immediately Gatry shows him out of the way. He has 2 arrows sunk into Gatry's shield. They see an archer down the way. Shooting another one, Gatry blocks with his shield and he goes, "Shinin, you got him?" "Oh, I got him." The archer falls down from the arrow through his, well, bow shoulder, I should say, making him drop his bow as he goes, "Ah!" Looking up, immediately another arrow chunks him between the eyes. Gatry, "Nice work." "Ike, watch out." Ike immediately pivots, but getting a nice gash on his arm. Managing to turn around into a swing, coming around and cleaving the bandit's head right off as he falls down. Ike looks at the bandit, realizing what he just did, and going, "Kid's no greenhorn, at least." Chin immediately draws another one, shooting at the knee of another bandit as Gatry comes in, stabbing him through the chest. I'll give him that much. Come on, Gatry, you gotta give him a bit more credit than that. Front, huh? Immediately blocking another axe, Titania riding on in, comes in and slashes through the bandit's arm, cleaving it from its shoulder, causing the bandit to grip his stump, going, as Ike comes in, finishing him off with a slash. "We just about got all the bandits here." "What about?" "Yeah, they're on the ship. Come on." Titania immediately charges forward, looking at the guy blocking the gangplank. The bandit immediately raises his axe, going, "You ain't getting past me!" Shunk right into his hands as two arrows sprout from them. Yeah! Dropping his axe in pain as Titania tramples over him with her horse, knocking him into the ocean. She charges up the gangplank, a bandit waiting for her by the door. He swings as her horse leaps over him as he swings. Looking dumbfounded, he misses the Gatry coming up with his shield, knocking him out and then shoving him over the side with his lance, shoving him into the water. Ouch. Ike charges up the gangplank next with Shinin bringing up the rear, sniping another bandit from the crow's nest. As he falls down with a Wilhelm scream, you see Marcia currently trying to hold off 3 bandits. One's throwing a hand axe at her as she barely dodges. A swordsman tries to swing at her, Pegasus dances out of the way. The final bandit manages to get a good cut on her, and she manages to stab back at him. She's definitely out of breath as she's been fighting all these bandits by herself for a few minutes since the combat started. Titania rushes by, cleaving the head off the bandit with the hand axe. Ike comes in, stabbing through the swordsman's chest as Gatry comes in, slamming his shield into the other bandit's face, and Marcia getting a killing blow on him. She looks to them as Ike comes forward. "Are you okay?" "Yeah, I'm okay." "Good, then get out of here." "Huh?" "Trust me, there's still too many axe users. There might be another bow user. You gotta get out of here." "Okay, you guys have them?" "Yeah, we're a mercenary band. We're here to defend the village." "Tell me, whose band are you with?" "Greel's Mercenaries of Crimea." "I'll come back and pay my debt to you. I owe you my life." "Good. Then get out of here." She takes flight and leaves off. The bandit leader, "Quick, bow user, take her down!" But as he turns around, he sees the bow user order with the arrow through his head. As Shinin continues firing arrows at the boss, keeping him down. "Dang it! These scurry landlubbers! Quick, men! Rush them!" They come forward, charging right into Gatry as he turns his shield sideways, blocking 2 axes and a blade on his shield. Ike immediately comes in, slashing across the middle of one of the bandits, causing him to grip his side in pain, as Shinin finishes him off with an arrow to the head. Gatry pushes off the 2 other blades, stabs it through the chest of the sword user, now having a shish kebab as he pulls it out. The last axe user tries to run when Titania rushes by, cleaving him in 2. Well, not quite cleave, but leaves a good gash in his body with a new hole. The bandit leader looks at all of his now down and dying men as he goes, "Oh, dang, these guys gonna be a bit more troublesome than that." As Titania comes rushing up, the sunlight gleaming off her axe, coming down with it, she cleaves right into him. Titania leaves him just enough time to ask, "Why?" "It was a good gig. We show him our axes in your yard. And the..." Typical extortionists, I see. Pulling her axe out from his now deceased body, he slumps over dead. Looking to our fellows, they all look around, making sure the last of the bandits are defeated. As the townsfolk come out, hearing all the fighting suddenly goes silent. Yeah, alright, nice work, alright. Ike's tending to his wound as everyone else is congratulating Titania and the others when a strange man comes out of the tavern, walking up to him with a bluish silver hair almost. Ike finishes tying off his wound as he looks up. So you got a bit of a wound there, kid. Yeah, I do. I got clipped by one of the axes. Well, at least you got clipped and not lost your arm. That's true. Name's Nasir. Good to meet you. Good to meet you. I'm Ike of the Greel Mercenaries. Oh, I've heard of Greel. He's a pretty good man. Though, I think this may serve you better in the future. Handing over to Ike a blue medicine pouch. Give it a swig. Taking a few gulps, suddenly Ike sees a glowing under his bandages as he removes them, showing his arm is now free of the cut, not even a scar left. Oh, an elixir. Very high, potent medicine. This must cost a... Hey, you saved us. I'm a merchant trader. I wasn't able to leave the port for the last few days since these guys came in. So I thank you for that. This is my gift for you, for helping us. Thanks. Don't worry. Just don't forget, if you ever need a ship, you can search out Nasir. I'll usually be in some of these port towns, doing my trading. Understood. Well, keep that in mind. You take care, boy. It's Ike. Understood, boy. Hush. Gatry comes over. Hey, Ike, how's... Oh. Where'd you get the... Oh, one of the merchants wanted to thank us. Nice. Elixirs are good stuff. I usually have about 3 doses worth in them. 3 doses. Keep that in mind. Puts on his belt pouch. Anyway, Titania's got the gold. We're getting ready to head out. Need anything else, Ike? No, I think I'm okay. Didn't have to pull out my steel sword except for that last guy. Yeah. Thankfully, as long as you're careful with it and frugal with it, your use is actually coming pretty good. Anyway, for the moment, we don't need anything else, so let's get moving. Besides, apparently something's brewing over at the castle. Huh? Otherwise, the Crimean Knights would have handled this. That's what I was asking the chief about. Titania was wondering about why the Knights didn't come. I thought it's been a few days. Yeah. He said something about Crimea needing to call all soldiers back to protect their lands or something. Must be some sort of skirmish with Dayan again. Skirmish? Yeah, we have them every few months, sometimes every year or so. Dayan tries to prod our borders, we manage to push him back usually. So we should be able to push him back again? Oh yeah. Don't need to worry about nothing. Crimea is pretty strong. We may not have a full standing army, but with the soldiers we have, we're pretty good. Anyway. Folks, I'm getting home. I'm ready for one of Oscar's meals. I am too after a day like this. You know me too well, kid. Immediately Shinnon. Hey, you two, you done lousing about? Oh, Shinnon! Anyway, follow me. Titania says we're heading back. You also need to tell Grial a report about the town. And about how there's no soldiers. Yeah, that's concerning to me too. Yeah, I know, boy. He'll warm up to you. Will he? Eventually. Give him a year. Come on. Tanya, you ready? Yeah, come on. We gotta get moving and report to the commander. As they leave, unknown to them, something dark is happening on Crimea's border. Dayan's armies, which are normally only a few thousand, have swelled to tens of thousands. Crimea's ill-prepared defense of only about 2,000 troops try and meet them in a brave charge to defend the bridge and border, but eventually they're overwhelmed by sheer numbers. Soon, Dayan begins invading. Unknown to Ike, his role in this war is about to become much larger than he ever thought possible for the son of a mercenary band leader. Thank you very much. This has been Silverfang Dancer 98 with the Chapter 3 of this game, telling a cinematic story. Next, we're going to be getting into the thick of it with, well, I've mentioned him before, Soren, the mage of their group. But in this case, we're getting an official look at him in combat. So technically this will be his official introduction. Look forward to that as they get ready to defend their lands against a strange invading force that's broken through the lines. Crimea is starting to face a dark time ahead of itself for the next few years, with Ike in the thick of it. But that's for next video. In the meantime, please like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any other video game requests for what you want me to do a cinematic tale of, let me know. I don't mind a challenge if I have to research. In the meantime though, please subscribe to catch the next video. This has been Silverfang Dancer 98 signing off.